Hello and welcome in Abu Dhabi International Airport with a small flight from Abu Dhabi to Amman with an FS Labs Airbus 320, and today we'll fly with the ETIHAD virtual. So starting from the procedures walk around, we will do a walk around and checks, and next we'll upload all the things in the aircraft and with some probability and maybe lucky day on VATSIM we will get some controllers and the traffic. So let's connect to VATSIM shortly and let's try to do it as real as it gets. Let's try. Maybe it will be quite helpful and good today. So the flight plan first, maybe this is a good idea to just take the flight plan section. Let's try. Let's try. Let's try another day. I have to check if my voice is okay. And the last live stream wasn't really okay. Okay, then. Let's see. And hope everything is running smooth. Okay, so we have the voice connect, so it's okay. All right, so let's come back let's go into the scene briefing page and try to take the first thing. So let's take verify all the things connected with a flight planning section. So let's start with the flight plan section first. So today's flight distance is 1,123 nautical miles. And air distance is 1,159 nautical miles. And the great circle distance is 1,079. So it's the best and the shortest way on the great circle. From the navigation perspective. Average wind, we have the wind 234 at 25, and average wind component is 14, and the temperature ISA is plus 14. Average fuel consumption per engine is per hour is the 3,138, and predicted estimated takeoff weight is 82 tons. 0.7, and the landing weight should be 74.4. Departure is 11:45, 15 minutes, and the estimate landing is at 14:43. Aircraft operating today, we have Alpha 6, Alpha Echo Juliet, with the engines in this version, and the trip time to Amman should take 2 hours and 38 minutes. Alternate is Tel Aviv, and we should reach it in case of anything after 26 minutes. Contingency fuel in case of any dispatch mistake planning is around 15 minutes. Final reserve is for the 45 minutes. So planning takeoff fuel should be for 4 hours and 4 minutes, which give us 12 tons of 373 at the takeoff stage. For taxi 200, and the block fuel. Means the block fuel and the fuel which we should have in the tanks and the fuel tanks. It's 12.573. I will put it 12.600. Okay, so this is our route today. Bosef, November 53 and Alap Lima 7768 Vadim Lima 550 Nimar. Golf 662, Golf Romeo Yankee November 3 Hotel Galaxy, and then we are landing on runway 26 right. Let's check the weather then. Weather Abu Dhabi, weather 320 at 14, Kabake, and 37 degrees Celsius, QNH 1004, no significant changes. In Oman, the same nice weather, 6,000 visibility, and we have some Kabake also with the 6,000 visibility with no significant clouds and the 27 degrees Celsius, and the QNH is 1018. In predictions we have 5,000 feet in haze, but everything looks fine and good. Let's check the NOTAMs. Okay, what we have in NOTAMs, taxiway Whiskey 4 is closed. Sorry, Foxtrot 4 is closed, and the Foxtrot 6 is closed. Runway 3, 1 right, 3 1 left, maybe slipper or wet. What we have next? Okay, then daily from 030 up to 15, runway 26 right, 08 left, closed due to maintenance. It's daily. Here, apron Whiskey 1 is closed. Right, what we have more here? That's our predicted route. The weather here, a little bit of headwinds. That's the profile of the flight, and we are good to go. Any the company NOTAMs. Pilot may entering selected specific cost index numbers from the list, so I have it. Right, so here we go. We can rather take the this flight as everything is checked, so whether or not everything is set and check, I'm closing the NOTAMs page, and let's go and check the first of all, let's go into the cockpit. Let's start the APU master. Okay, waiting for the flaps to be open, that's the procedure. Okay, we're still waiting. It's taking some 20 seconds maximum. The information, flaps open. Yeah, flaps open. Okay, flap is open. So it means we can start our APU. APU to start. And let's... okay, so our APU is running right now a little bit. N% rotation is coming high. 22% and rising. EGT 700 degrees Celsius. So of course, if you wish, you can make some grill here and bar. But anyway, let's start and go around with the aircraft. Okay, the handling agents finished the loading. Okay, so let's go and check the. Let's go with the walk around first. So we should start our walk around from the first wheel. All lights, lamps aren't wheel condition in the front. It's okay. We have no any damages. Everything is attached, and we have no damages on the aircraft in the front. So the radar radar cover is okay, and the all the tubes, like a pitot tube, left hand side, right hand side, are also in a good shape. Everything is set and fine. Antennas, most important things that antennas and NDB antennas, ILS and others are also in the good conditions. There is no any failures on that. So we're going to check the engine number 2. Engine number 2. Let's come closer. Looks good. And the leading edge of the right hand side of an aircraft is okay. Green navigation light is operating, so we don't have a problem with the green right hand side. Then let's check the brakes. Brakes also it's okay, and we don't have any sign of the leakage from the hydraulic, so no signs of anything like a belt strike or anything else. Okay, so the flaps and the riding edge, everything is set and looks good. Okay, the panel, escape lights and everything here, okay. Let's go here. Doors are closed and secure. Alpha 6 Echo Echo Juliet is our aircraft today. Okay, then we can see the the APU will operate, but it's just on for now. Yeah, it's operating. It's okay. So the stabilizer and the tail section of an aircraft, everything is under control. Looks like everything is okay. Alright, no damages here is also important to check it out. Etihad is our heading agent in Abu Dhabi main base. I just created the boarding bridges a little bit different than it was in the... I changed that boarding bridge to be more realistic. Not to be no realistic side on that. Okay, so let's go on then engine number 1 and brakes on the main landing gear. No leakage, no damages, so everything should be fine. So it looks like the red lamp here, and it's okay, it's still operating. So the flaps, slats, pylons, everything, it looks good. So then engine number 1, perfect, everything looks good. So Abu Dhabi, from Abu Dhabi to the world, and next we should check the pitot tubes plus the static ports, if everything is clear and set. Everything is set and everything is attached to the aircraft, no damages, everything is okay. Static port on F flight first officer at the captain side, everything looks fine. So overall result of the walk around is the aircraft is okay, and it's still airworthy to fly. So now we're coming back to the cockpit, and we try to be the as smooth as possible with this all passengers and the other reaction stuff. Okay, so let's go with the route. Today we're flying from Abu Dhabi to Amman, Jordania, and then alternate is Ben Gurion, Etihad 515, and the fuel on board is 12,580, and we've got some company message and APU is available. So in that case scenario, we will use the APU shortly. Cost index is 5, it's coming from the calculation of the sim brief. Cruising flight level is 340, and the temperature is minus 52 degrees. Throttle pulse height today is 360, flight level 360. Then we can check the winds, so we're requesting the wind for our predicted flight level. I'm waiting till the winds will load here, so wind request has been sent. Let's go here for the AOC menu and check the departure ADs. Do we have anything? No, we have no control now. So departure ADs will be not really existing now, but anyway, we can check we have the possibility to simulate 80s, so let's go it. Let's take the 80s simulation here. So 22.0, I think it was the frequency for 80s. Let's see.
Alpha, Mike, Alpha, airport information. Kilo 1100, Zulu weather, wind 318 at 14, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature 37, dew point 23, QNH 1004, advise on initial contact, you have information, Kilo.
So we have information Kilo, and we have a few
Oscar, Mike,
Things to
Alpha,
read,
Alpha,
but we can
airport
read it here
information, Kilo 110,
on acres.
Zulu, weather, wind 318 at 14, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature 37, dew point 23, QNH 1004, advice on initial contact.
Okay, so we have information is received and QNH is 1004. Let's check the all information from ACARS. It will be more sufficient for us to operate it as should be. So the weather current is 320 at 14, quite strong winds, but it's almost in the runway heading, so there is no problems. Cabo K 37 degrees 23 is dew point and QNH is 1004, no significant changes. Some passengers are in progress to come to the aircraft and predicted takeoff weight 82 tons, maximum 93, landing 74, so we are much more below than maximum takeoff weights. Passengers 200 in prediction, maximum 0 fuel weight, hold 2.29.9 and a maximum takeoff hold it's 28.3. In first section we have 66 passengers, in section middle B 66 passengers, and section C is 68 passengers. Middle section has no influence on mass and balance, so we are just carrying mostly of the section A and section C. Okay, potable water, so pantry effects, this is the catering effect for the passengers. So okay, this is the license of the guy which was preparing the our load sheet information. Okay, let's take it. Next information, next message, slot notification. We have a CTOT at 11:45, so in 3 minutes from now. Let's see how many passengers. Yeah, we're still missing 60 passengers. Probably will be new takeoff slot for us. Takeoff information as it's shown here, so we can take the preparation for briefing. Maybe it's a good idea. So let's take the before takeoff briefing. The before takeoff briefing, we will do it just in a second. So zero fuel takeoff 82.6. 82.6. No informations because these informations are not available right now. That should then go for our flight plan. Next we having departure. Wind as I remember was 320 at 14, so let's check the maps first. So let's go for the Jepson maps. Let's try to open them up. Okay. I hope everything will run smooth. Okay, we have a Navigraph here, so then new flights from the same brief. Let's take it out, the open chart list. So let's identify the airport layout and discuss the departure briefing. So we're standing here on the Terminal 3, stand is, I think it's 306. So then we'll be taxi to the runway 31 left. So pushback will be direction rather to the south. And then we will go via apron Foxtrot, Echo 9er, Echo to holding point, runway 31 left on Echo 15. Runway is 4,106 meters long. On the way we have some hotspot here, so we have to be careful in here, also the hotspot in case of another traffic. For the departure briefing SID, I just realized that I forget what is our first point en route, so let's come back to the flight plan for the minutes and let's check the ADC flight plan, which is Bosev intersection, so let's check the Bosev here. Show overview maybe, okay. So looks like we will be using runway 31 left, let's check it out if it's okay. 31 left, then we have a Bosev departure, so the departure briefing should contain all informations including safety, Bosev 1 kilo, BOSEF 1 kilo for runway 31 left. So we flying on the runway heading on 306 degrees to the point which is called Alpha Alpha 820. Next on track 270 to MEDUP, but we should be above 4,000 feet with max speed 250. Alpha Alpha 820, not more, not above 6,000 feet or up, and Alpha Alpha. No, I changed my mind. Sorry, I'm going with Mercury. That's a different seat, so it's better to read it here. So Alpha Alpha 820, the same heading 306. Next we have the Optal at 5,000 feet, so above the 5,000 feet. And next we continue to BOSEF, and we should be there at above the 10,000 feet. Transition altitude is 13,000 feet, and we should be, let's say, very accurate on our departure because of the noise procedures, and climb gradient should be as shown here. Minimum sector altitude is 2,400, and the latest information we have it's that this will be BOSEF 1 kilo, so I will put here the 10,000 on the flaps. I will put 10,000 on the flaps, so on the height, so we can use our departure promptly according to the procedure. Okay, we have 2 minutes out of this tent. We should be already going into the direction of pushback now. So let's take the runway 31 left. BOSEF 1 kilo departure. Insert that, and then we should go for the performance section, and immediately we should take the fuel report, which is missing still. So to our operation we're sending that we uplift the 9,527 fuel, then we will go with the performance request. Runway 31 left. Temperature we can take it from here, so it's 37 degrees on plus. Wind 320 at 14, latest weather information. QNH is 1004. Next page, an estimated takeoff weight is should be at the 82.6, 82.6 to 8.3, 82.6, and most of it's 28.3. So we're waiting for our numbers here. So as I told you before, the technical status and weather condition, runway condition, everything is okay. We've got an expecting clearance taxi engine pullback procedure. I did mention that. Box of takeoff, blocked fuel is 12,500. And next estimated takeoff weight we have 82 tons. Extra time over destination we approximately have 1 hour and 30 minutes. Let's check if we will have the performance information. We're waiting for the performance more. Unload sheet, okay, we can accept that. Right, and so we're waiting for the performance calculations. Let's check. It can take some time. And then we should go here for the performance section. Okay, we've got the performance from the operations. So let's take the performance from a little bit different perspective. So here, okay, here, and here. So the performance calculations. So let's take the passenger announcement first. In the meantime, it's quite important for the passengers PA, so we have to be sorry for the takeoff delay. Enter one press key. Okay, so okay, so the just a second. I think we should listen to the cabin to see the PA, because it's not possible to hear it from the cabin. Okay, let's take the configuration and audio. Right, so we'll not take the.
Cabin crew, please arm your doors for departure. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a UK tests. Okay, let's take the V1, VDR, and V2 section, and then we will use the calculations. Stabilizer steam for takeoff is up 0.02, and the flex temperature will be 54 degrees. So 54 degrees, 54 degrees, and the flap setting itself. Flap setting will be 1. So we have 1 on up 0.2. Okay, AP lead. So the boarding bridge is coming out. Okay, boarding bridge is disconnected. Doors are closed. Before start checklist, please.
Cockpit prep.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Signs.
On auto.
ADIAs.
Nav. Nav. Set and check.
Fuel quantity.
The 12,580 kilograms.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrow ref.
1004 set cross check.
1004 set. Down to the line.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Set.
Before start checklist complete.
So we have before start checklist completed to the line. Then we should expect below the line, so hopefully I need to take some few data more. So this is 161 on V1, 168 on VR, and 169 on V2. Transition level and fits altitude is 13,000. Thrust reduction 10,000. 1,000, and the same with the acceleration. Our cruising flight level today, flight level 340. And we use a radar on a departure. Okay, so abnormal operations. In case we need to divert, I will stop call. I will say stop before. If we have a red warning before V1, after V1 we'll continue, and we will figure out the situation in the air. We are not overweighted for landing, so we can take the opportunity to come back to Abu Dhabi. So copy active to secondary. New flight plan, new destination. In case of anything, is Oscar Mike Alpha Alpha, which is Abu Dhabi airfield, and I will choose the same runway for takeoff. So 31 left. No star. Novaya. So in case of anything will happen wrong, we can always divert to Abu Dhabi. It's quite okay with that. So then we have secondary flight plan ready, and only one thing we should do is to verify our numbers here and block fuel 12.5 and zero fuel 70.3. 2 hours and 40 minutes over the extra, sorry, 55 minutes over the extra destination. Final reserve for 30 minutes. So for the trip time, we have 7.74 tons, should be good enough. Okay, let's start the engines and let's start the pushback procedure. So let's take the boarding is completed. So let's take the pushback truck. Okay, airport organization within 1 second. Come on, let's take the pushback one more time. Okay, prepare for pushback. And so we have, yes, we want to request pushback ETIHADv handling, so let's take the
Ladies and gentlemen, hello to you from the flight deck. This is the captain speaking. I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to you aboard our flight today. Lovely to have you with us, and nice to see some of our frequent flyers as well. Just a note about our seatbelt policy. Whilst the signs are illuminated, please do ensure that your seatbelt is fastened. Once we get airborne, I do anticipate we'll be able to turn the seatbelt sign off, at which point you'll be free to get up and move about the cabin. However, we would advise that whilst you are seated, you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible just in case of any unexpected lumps and bumps. Have an excellent cabin crew team on board with us today. They shortly will be showing you a video briefing you on the safety features and procedures for this Airbus aircraft. Would ask that even if you are a frequent flyer, you do pay close attention to that briefing, as every aircraft is slightly different. Thanks very much once again. I'll leave you in peace for now and hand you over to the cabin crew for that demonstration, and we'll be on our way very shortly. Thank you.
So we will quick editing pushback, and then we will go here. So we will take some longer pushback. Okay, so it's okay.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start and go.
Captain crew, please arm your doors for departure. Thank you.
Doors are armed for departure. Set and cross check.
حضرات الضيوف الكرام، أهلا بكم على متن طائرة الاتحاد للطيران. سنقوم بعرض تعليمات السلامة الخاصة بهذه الطائرة. نرجو منكم أن تملوا الشاشة ارتداءكم الكامل وتستمعوا إلى التعليمات بعناية حتى لو كنتم من كثير الأسفار. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Etihad Airways. Even if you are a frequent traveler, please watch and listen carefully as we demonstrate the safety features of this aircraft. قوموا بربط أحزمة الأمان فور إضاءة العلامات الخاصة بأحزمة الأمان. Your seatbelt must be fastened whenever the fasten seatbelt sign is illuminated. يتم ربط حزام الأمان على متن هذه الطائرة بهذه الطريقة. يمكن تعديل الحزام بسحب الشريط. Your seatbelt is fastened like this. To adjust, pull the strap. لفك الحزام ارفعوا القطعة المعدنية المتحركة ثم اسحبوا الجهة المقابلة من الحزام. To unfasten, lift the metal flap and pull the belt apart. إذا ما استدعت الضرورة تزويدكم بأكسجين الطوارئ فإن أقنعة كهذه سوف تتدلى بشكل هادئ من الجزء الأعلى فوق رؤوسكم. In the unlikely event that emergency oxygen is required in flight, masks will drop down from the panel above you. اربطوا أحزمة مقاعدكم بسرعة واسحبوا القناع نحوكم لفتح خط توصيل الأكسجين. Quickly fasten your seatbelt and pull the mask firmly towards you to start the flow of oxygen. ضعوا القناع على الأنف والفم وتنفسوا بطريقة طبيعية. Place the mask over your nose, mouth,
Set parking brakes.
ثم اسحبوا الرباط المرن وراء الرأس. لتعديل وراء
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Place the elastic band over your head and adjust the mask by pulling on the straps. قوموا بتثبيت القناع الخاص بكم أولا قبل مساعدة الآخرين. Fit your own mask first before assisting others. هناك 8 مخارج للطوارئ على متن هذه
Starting engine
الطائرة
2.
تحمل جميعها علامات واضحة. يرجى تذكر المخرج الأقرب إليكم حتى لو كان خلفكم. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft which are clearly marked. Please keep in mind your nearest emergency exit which may be behind you. عند الطوارئ ستضاء أرضية الممرات المؤدية إلى المخارج. In the event of an emergency, the path to the exits will be illuminated at floor level. تعليمات فتح تلك المخارج موضحة على كل مخرج منها. Instructions
Okay,
on
then
how
PSI is
to
rising.
can be found on the exits. توجد سترة النجاة تحت مقاعدكم إذا كنتم على متن الدراجة السياحية أو تحت مسند الذراعين على متن درجة رجال الأعمال. A life jacket is located under your seat in economy class.
PSI on the pressure here. Oil.
عندما يطلب منكم طاقم الطائرة استعمالها انزعوها من الحاوية واسحبوها فوق رؤوسكم. When instructed by the crew to use
N1.
it, remove the life jacket from its
Fuel
container,
flow.
take it out of its cover and place it over your head. اربطوا السترة حول خصركم هكذا وضيقوها
Oil pressure.
هكذا. Fasten the life jacket around your waist like this and tighten it like this. قوموا بنفخ سترة النجاة فقط عند مغادرة باب الطائرة أو بعد مغادرتكم المخرج الذي فوق جناح الطائرة. يمكنكم نفخ سترة النجاة بواسطة
Should be
السحب
alright.
بقوة بهذه الطريقة أو عبر النفخ في الصمام. Your life jacket should only be inflated as you leave the aircraft door or after you step out of the overwing exit. Inflate by pulling
So engine number 2 is spotted up and operating.
There is a light which comes on
It's available.
automatically when in contact with water. لتهيئة المصباح للعمل اسحبوا الطرف الأصفر
Starting engine 1.
Pull the yellow tab to put the light in standby mode. تتوفر أيضا سترات النجاة
So the same procedure we observe in the parameters.
Life jackets and cots will also be provided for babies. تتوفر بطاقة تعليمات السلامة في جيب مقعدكم. يرجى قراءتها بانتباه قبل الإقلاع حيث تحتوي على
Flaps
شرح
1.
مفصل للمعلومات التي تضمن سلامتكم. The safety instructions card located in your seat pocket details important safety information. Please take a moment to read it before takeoff.
Okay, we have a good start here, so we can confirm good starts.
We would like to remind you that all ETIHAD flights are non-smoking. يمنع التدخين منعا باتا في جميع أنحاء الطائرة ودورات المياه المزودة بأجهزة حساسة لكشف التدخين. إن العبث أو التلاعب بأجهزة كشف الدخان أو عدم الالتزام باللوائح والتعليمات يعتبر جريمة تعاقب عليها القوانين المحلية والقوانين الدولية للطيران المدني.
Unlocking here.
Areas of the aircraft, including the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. Tampering with a smoke detector will not
Tow truck
adhere to
disconnected.
these directions.
Bypass bin.
After the start checklist, please.
National law
Anti-ice.
Off.
يرجى
Off.
تسليم حقائبكم
ECAM status.
Check.
أو تحت المقعد
Check.
أمامكم. All carry-on
Pitch
items
trim.
must be secured in the overhead stowage or under the seat in front of you. يرجى التأكد من إغلاق
0.2% up.
الإلكترونية بما في ذلك
Rudder trim.
0.
After start checklist complete.
Complete.
والمفكرات الإلكترونية والهواتف
Left is clear.
المفعلة.
Right is clear.
ويمكن استخدامها فقط فور إطفاء علامات ربط أحزمة المقاعد. All electronic
Taxi lights on.
devices such as laptop computers, music players, PDAs, and
Runway
mobile
turn-off lights
phones
on.
must be switched off before takeoff and may be used once the fasten seatbelt signs have been switched off. استعدادا للإقلاع يرجى التأكد بأن حزام الأمان مربوط
Clear on the left.
يمكنكم إعادة ظهر مقعدكم إلى
Clear left
وضعه
side.
التعامدي.
Clear right side.
الطعام وإعادة وحدة التحكم اليدوية إلى مكانها المخصص وتحريك إحدى الرجلين إلى الوضع
Flight control check.
مع إبقاء ستائر النوافذ مرفوعة. In preparation for takeoff, please ensure that your seat
Full up. Full down. Neutral.
your handset, footrest, tray table loaded away, and all window blinds raised.
Full left.
يقوم أفراد الطاقم بالمرور عبر المقصورة
Full right.
للتوقد النهائي. نشكر لكم حسن
Neutral.
استماعكم
Rather.
ونتمنى لكم رحلة ممتعة مع الاتحاد للطيران.
Full
The
left.
crew will now pass through the cabin to carry out the
Full
flight.
right.
We thank you for your attention
Neutral.
and wish you an enjoyable flight with Etihad Airways.
Brake check.
Pressure 0.
So we are now turning on Echo, and we can inform the Abu Dhabi traffic we are okay with that. So inform about our taxi routes. Before start checklist, please. Before start checklist. Before takeoff checklist, please.
Flight controls.
Check. Check.
Checked. Flight instruments.
Checked. Checked.
Checked. Briefing.
Confirmed.
Flat setting.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1, VR, V2, flex temp.
V1 161 VR 166 V2 168 flex temperature 54 degrees. Set and check.
V1, 161 VR, 168 V2, 169 Toga, ATC.
No, there is no toga, it's correction. Set. Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff no blue.
Down to the line.
So we are after the preliminary takeoff, before takeoff checklist. Let's see the aircraft from outside, how it looks like, and we adjust just going to the runway 13 left shortly. We'll reach that holding point. Abu Dhabi traffic, Etihad 515 approaching, holding point runway 31 left, wheel line up runway 31 left for departure, pulse F1 kilo up to 11,000 feet. So we inform the traffic on the airport and in vicinity. Let's use a brake a little bit. Let's slow down. Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
31 left confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Hi Norman.
Hello, it's Norman. That's cabin secure for takeoff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA tilt above. TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Normal.
PAX.
Off.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, the approach path is clear. So in that case, we're lining up runway 31 left and we are taking off shortly. Okay, let's go with them. Ready?
AFA.
Takeoff lights on. Strobe lights on. Landing lights on. Takeoff.
Thrust set.
Manual flex, SRS, runway Alpha thrust blow.
$100 knots.
Check.
Rotate. Positive climb.
You're up.
Gear up.
Navigation. So a little bit of manual flying here. Not only the autopilot in use, so we have a skyscrapers here add-on, and it looks pretty amazing. I just downloaded today, and it's really looks a little bit more than a lever to climb.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated and continue to observe the seatbelt sign until it has been switched off. We also recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever you are seated. And when the seatbelt sign is on, if you wish to sleep, remember to fasten your seatbelt over your blanket or duvet. Smoking is not permitted anywhere on board, including the lavatories. The aircraft is enabled with mobile and Wi-Fi connectivity, which allows access to wireless internet and the use of mobile phone. As a courtesy to all guests, we ask that you adjust your phone to the silent mode for the duration of the flight. Please refer to the connectivity leaflet in your seat pocket for further detail. We would also like to draw your attention to the latest
So we have followed the flight director. A little bit wind is from the right hand side, so need corrections on that.
Cabin crew speak a variety of languages, including Arabic, English, Romanian, Serbian, French, Russian, Russian, Italian, Greek, Albanian, and Portuguese. If there's anything that we can do to make your flight more comfortable, please let us know. Thank you.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Checked. Flaps 0.
Okay, autopilot on. So what we have here? Okay, flaps coming on. So we should be about 5,000 feet here. Oh, sorry, below 5,000 and no, up to the 5,000 and below 9,000 feet. So according to the SID instructions, let's look on the Abu Dhabi and beautiful view outside. Okay, the landing lights are still on. It's good. 250 degrees and 250. It's our speed restriction. We should be up to above 5,000. Let's check the SID. So let's check how it's going with an SID. Alright, we are still on our flight path with the optimal 5,000 or above. Next, our Buxut below 9,000 and POSEF above 10,000. So everything is going quite well. Let's check the cinematic view. So for the time being, everything looks quite normal. So my home base Abu Dhabi is just behind. Let's check Volanta if we have any traffic on route. Maybe I can show you something more than just maps, and then we can take it off the rain. After takeoff, climb checklist, please.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
On.
Down to the line.
Landing lights off.
Confirm seatbelts off.
Affirmative.
Confirm clear rad nav.
Confirm. So as the transition level is 13,000 feet, so we have to wait until 13,000 to check the to set the standards in our the QNH informations here. But now the aircraft is accelerating, so our rate of climb is really not so
Confirmed.
impressive.
Copy active to secondary.
Confirm. So as we stop to accelerate the 300, and we will our vertical speed also will
Cruise
rise.
flight level is as shown. Optimum flight level is as shown. Recommended max flight level is as shown. Are you happy with our current selected flight level?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm happy with selected flight level. (1447), which should be our destination. We have fuel board like 4,600, so it's perfect timing. Maybe we can order some flight attendant with the drinks.
Hi, how can I help you?
One coffee, please.
Okay, I'll bring the drinks up in a minute.
Thank you. So better is to open the cockpit door for the coffee service. Unlocked, it means its doors are open. Okay, and you see the QNH is blinking here, so standard set. Below the line,
Barrow ref.
standard set.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Standard set. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Thank you. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this flight attendant maybe is not so really nice voice, but anyway, it's okay. So next we are climbing to our cruise level. Let's check the Volanta device here and checking for the updates. Let's check the if it will shown here. Okay, we should have it here. So here we've got quite heavy traffic. This is maybe looks like there is some action from Tel Aviv. Yeah, so the Alal today is flying. A lot of people flying to Victor Alpha Bravo Bravo. So on today's flight we are on the overflying a little bit of Persian Gulf. So we are currently leaving United Arab Emirates area of responsibility. Next we'll be flying over the Bahrain. Maybe you can show you that. So we will be overflying Bahrain, Dammam. Next over Nariyah. And then we will heading into the Jordania airspace. And in Jordania, actually the Saudi Arabia, and next we will go on to the, after the Saudi airspace, we will be operating into the Jordanian portion of the airspace. Then we will land in Oscar Juliet airfield. It should be Queen Alia International Airport. So should be alright with that. Okay, so it looks like all. So we've got some traffic. Let's check on the Volanta now. Volanta application where you are here. Okay. So we're flying here. Looks like we have two aircrafts. One is the Airbus Neo from Oscar Kilo Bravo Kilo to Dubai. So the some company message here, status. So we should check, before we check anything else, we should check the status, so all is normal, and we should go through your each for 1 hour of the flight. We should check each section. So the engine, bleed, the pressure, electricity, hydraulic, the fuel, AP, which is off, air condition, and the doors, glass wheels, flight controls, and all. So this all basic data which are in cruise. Total gross weight now is 80 tons. Let's check the company message. Alright, so we've got the warning from the weather, which is SIGMET significant weather information. Valid from 10 up to 14 on Oscar Echo Juliet Delta. JELEC FIR, we have enhanced build thunderstorms south of November 22 west of East 43, top above flight level 390, and this is coming stronger. So some kind of warning weather. So we're approaching on our cruising level, which is flight level 340 today.
Checked.
.36 is maximum flight level, and optimum is 330 with this weight, so okay.
1000 to go.
Check. So we're just crossing our optimum cruising level, and then we'll be concentrating on our flying with the flight level 340 as final.
Cruising flight level 340, check.
So let's check the estimated arrival time at Amman. It's 14:53 UTC, so it means we have more than 1 hour to go. We should be there at descent, so let's check the top of descent. Distance is 402 nautical miles. Estimated time in descending is in 1 hour and just 5 minutes, and that should be okay with that. So we can slowly take the preparing for the approach briefing, but it's too early for that. Anyway, we can figure out the basic informations about the weather there. Let's check arrival IDs and let's check the weather informations. So currently in Amman we have wind from direction 150 degrees at 5 knots, 6,000 visibility, no significant clouds, 28 degrees and 6 dew point, QNH 1017 and no significant changes. The perspective of planning, we can fake the yes, runway 08 is okay, and runway 26 left with this wind is also okay. So let's check the maps maybe and verify what to say do with this wind and how to plan the arrival. For timing, there is no ATC online, and okay, so let's we are over Jeddah FIR in Saudi Arabia airspace, and next we're heading to Jordanian airspace. Let's take the chart list. So what kind of options we have here? Okay, the airport itself. Okay, the wind is from direction 150, so it's coming from the south. So that's the direction to the north a little bit, so to 6, it's a west direction, westerly, and that's the easterly direction. So the wind will be from the south, approximately from here, or will be the crosswind a little bit. And we are planning for the north apron here. Apron north got the details 29B, so let's put 29B. And we are planning a stand November 4 or November 8. In that case, maybe the preferable landing, I will prefer to go for runway 08 left, and then vacating via Lima is good thing. I think it's good for next. We'll be taxing here November and April north, eventually Kilo, and if we need to go to the end of the runway, we'll be vacating via hotel. Minimum radar altitudes, okay, 4,600, depends on the chart and the terrain. No other. We can see the overview. Okay, so maybe we can use 26 right even. Okay, even if we can use it 26 right for arrival. Elox 1 Golf, this is our final position. Final SID signed, so Elox. And Lotus next. Okay, the minimum sector altitude is 5,700. It should be a high elevated airport. The elevation is high, it's 2,395 over the sea level, so the airport is high elevated. Okay, so standard procedures. I think we've got almost all. So next, go for Lanta. We will check the traffic there, and maybe we can figure out the other guys who are doing some flights there. So we are over Saudi Arabia here. Got some traffic from Ben Gurion to the Dubai with Airbus A310. Okay, then Davmat Al Jadan, a city, nearest city to our destination, Tabuk. So in here we'll be using the runway 26 right or 08 left. It depends on the let's say a wind and the traffic situation. So for the time being we are quite well prepared for that. So let's check the maybe we can check the flight radar. No, flight radar telling us that 26 left is in use. So even 26 left is good. Okay. So we will check the weather later on, and we will decide whether to go or not to go, and in which direction. So let's check the cinematic view. Quite nice with that, and this is really good view. Even on the outside, this jet plane application is making some automation with the view. Sometimes not really, because as you see, there's just a partial view of the aircraft, and it's better like this, I think. So in around 40 minutes we will start our descent to Amman. So in the meantime we can check our systems. So hydraulic, electronic, doors and pressure, so everything should be checked at least 1 hour. All systems once an hour should be checked. So engines, everything looks good. We used the 2900 over the left engine number 1, and 2900 over the right engine. So consumption of both engines is okay. Bleed, pressure, cabin pressure, everything is set. Electric systems, hydraulic, both 3 systems, yellow, green and blue, are in very good shape. Fuel on board is 6.7. We are predicting that after landing we've got 4.4. APU is not working, air condition is good, doors are closed, and there is a slide around. And all system is normal, so the checks are completed. No traffic around. Let's put the TARA all traffic. Okay. So in here we'll be starting our top of descent. So there should be a time for our preparations. So I will be rather prepared for the arrival in around half an hour. I will start my preparation for the descent. Aircraft we're flying today is an aircraft bus 321. It belongs to the ETIHADv Virtual, and it's modeled by FS Labs with a Sharklet version. So it's quite stable and a very good product to fly. I've got a lot of features like ACARS, data link communications and others, so it's pretty well equipped and it's comfortable for the short trips and even medium range trips. It's very sufficient aircraft. Okay, so we are flying Saudi and we're heading to for the time being we're heading to the west. Next we'll be turning a little bit to the west-north, and maybe I will choose already the runway for that, so 2726 left, and let's check the flight plan. LOXY. So flight plan will be LOXY 1 Charlie. Let's see a map again. For that, let's take the camera and map. Okay. So the LOXY 26 left. We can change. So the destination will be 26 left. ILS. With ALIA, we can take it here, no problem. Approach. LOXY 1 Charlie. 26 left. Okay. Let's take the approaches. So the LOXY 1 Charlie, it looks like we will be descending to LOXY not below flight level 150. We'll be continuing then with Alpha India 15, not below flight level 150. So this is our the limitation and constraint. Alnor 980 and Aspal, which is the final approach point for LOXY 1 Charlie arrival. So transition level will be 150, enough one GNSS and the DME is required. The DME not authorized, so we need enough GNSS approach. For that we have it. This aircraft got this equipment. Aircraft elevation is quite high, it's 2395, and the MSA minimum sector altitude is 5700. Okay, so it looks like this. And after that we should fly an ILS. Okay, an ILS. Okay, we can have the enough approach. GNSS 2726 left. I think the weather is quite okay, so maybe instead of flying ILS, we will fly the GNSS approach today. It's also a good idea. Then for the decision height, LNAV, VNAV, we have 2710 feet. And we have initial fix Guinness with the max speed 210. If not, if we decide to fly an ILS, so ILS here, we've got another option. So we can go to Queen ALIA viewer and then we can turn it left on 076 and racetrack, and then will be established on ILS on 4600. Do not exceed distance 15 miles out east of the Queen ALIA. So this is the restriction. So we can put the max flight level 180, minimum holding altitude 6000 feet. So yes, we can put some information from Quebec Alpha viewer that will be not turning the, we should not exceed distance 150 miles for east. So let's take the first map. Okay, so LX1 Charlie. Okay, then LX1 Charlie. So insert. This will be Iglot, not Lock, so Iglot on Charlie. Now we've got different things, so Iglot's no Aloxy. Sorry, it's an arrival. Okay, Iglot on Charlie. I missed. I make it wrong. The decision of that point. We're finishing here on Loxy. Okay. Flight plan. It's a Loxy. So Loxy, we should take the out of here. These points are not good here. So now we have the Aloxy 1 Charlie, and then we put in insert. Okay, and we can take the insert here. Right, let's go to the plan page. And then just check. If we are good with this, okay, so let's take the near to the screen. So Arnor trains, maybe this is a good idea. Above 9,800, then Aspal, and then above 4,600 will be flying on ILS. So that's basically the plan. Let's take the performance. Okay, top of descent is at 2635, and exactly 36 minutes from now we will start our descent. So half an hour to the top of descent. Our scheduled time arrival is 14:50. Looks like the will be on time arrival. It's 15:10. Schedule time arrival, and we are predicting to be there at 15:45. So at the gate will be definitely on time. So let's see what we can do more for the timing. I think we don't have to do anything more. So we just can take the cinematic view on the outside of the aircraft.
allow with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
I have control.
You have control.
Are ready for the approach briefing.
Ready.
Okay, so we're landing in the ALIA Amman International Airport with the no MIL, CDL or OAB issue. Not absent weather are checked, and let's check these weather on the very latest stage. So let's send the information from the hour ops about the weather and forecast. So let's take the weather data. Queen Ali International Amman, wind from 150 degrees at 5 knots and 6,000 visibility, no significant clouds. 27 degrees and 7 is dew point, QNH is 1017. No significant changes till now. And in forecast, we've got wind 0308 at 8, 6,000, fuel 3,000, probably on 30%, between 2 and 6. Wind will change 4060 at 2 knots and 4,000 in mist. So weather is perfect. Let's take the Tel Aviv Ben Gurion as our alternate. Let's check the weather also for Ben Gurion Airfield, Lima Lima Bravo Golf, in case of anything. Let's take the, sorry, yeah, not this way. It's the Lima Lima Bravo Golf. Okay, and the check that and check Ben Gurion. In Ben Gurion 330 at 18 knots, cavalcade 28 degrees. So QNH 1013, perfect condition for landing. So the accessibility, in that case, runway 26 left. This is the runway of our choice, no ATC. And extra fuel on the predictions on extra fuel. We've got 2.6, which is valid for 1 hour and 1 minute. Minimum fuel on destination should be 1.8. That's the minimum. Estimated fuel on board, if nothing happens, it's 4.4, and we should be there in 14:54. Alternate night time, it's 11 minutes, 500 kilograms of fuel. In case of holding, we've got 1 ton, 300, and it's good enough for 30 minutes. So everything is rather okay. Then let's check the top of descent distance. Top of descent distance is at 151 nautical miles, so we will start our descent in around 20 minutes from now. The Mora, Star and SMA. So the let's start with Mora. Let's go to the map section. So let's open the maps. Atlanta, no, it's Navigraph. Okay. Let's open map. Shortly we will be leaving the Saudi Arabia airspace. We are heading to Al Shigar VOR on route Golf 662, and then lowest possible altitude on this route is flight level 150. The minimum sector altitude in here is 5,700, below us 5,800. And we're finishing our en route travel on Eloxy. When we start, even before Eloxy, we will start our descent, but on Eloxy we will be continue on Eloxy. 1 Charlie arrival. So Eloxy 1 Charlie arrival for the runway 26 left. Let's check it out if it's okay with our FMS. So then just go there. Eloxy 1 Charlie, Alnor, Aspal, and Fox, Charlie Fox 26 Lima. So the sorry, yeah, this should be here and here. Even we can go to plan and just go flight plan and okay, so Eloxy. Let's take the lowest range and constraints here to check and verify that. So over Alpha India 5150, we should be over flight level 150. Next Alnor above 9,800 feet. Next Aspal above 6,000 feet. And next on final approach fix 4,600 and Quebec Alpha at 4,000. So let's verify that with the map. Eloxy over 15,000, Alpha India 150, Alnor 9,800, Aspal 4,000, and go for ILS. And ILS 4,600. And it's 1 minute around here, and we can descend to Cat 1. And with the Cat 1 approach, we will have decision altitude over 25,000, sorry, 2,566 on Cat 1. Weather informations are okay, we have no issue with visibility. So then we coming back to our procedure of preparing for the arrival. So Mora, Star and MSA, as I said, transition level in feet is flight level 150, it means 15,000. Altitude, speed constraints as it was on a map. Holding, we can expect holding over Quebec Alpha. Minimum holding altitude is 6,000, maximum flight level 180. Approach type ILS Cat 1, and the final approach fix altitude is at the 4,600. Minimum decision height for the ILS Cat 1 2566, 2,566. It's highly elevated airport. And next we need to discuss the missed approach procedure. So missed approach procedure looks like here. It's climb on the runway heading to 5,000, turn left to VOR, maintain 5,000 and contact ATC if any. Okay, so for the time being we are not really using that. Alternate consideration is Ben Gurion, Tel Aviv with the very good weather, management of degraded nav. In case of anything we will have to degrade. We can use the out of ILS, we can fly visual. The other option is to fly GNSS or VOR, and everything should be fine. The runway in Oman itself, runway 26 left. Runway 26 left, it's 3,660 meters long. General the airport is, as I told you, high elevated terrain, 730 meters above mean sea level. Category magnetic variation is 5 degrees. Longest runway 3658. It's good enough for any condition, even for the heavy aircrafts. So the after landing, I'm expecting to vacate runway 26 left on Charlie and continue to Foxtrot and then to the apron north and stand November 4. If it will be not sufficient, we can vacate via Delta. Runway is good enough for that operation. So we've got absolutely no issues on that arrival. For the time being, the tail strike awareness, not too much nose on the back, so we're not taking the stick full back because of the tail strike possibility. It's a quite long aircraft. Auto brake we will use off. Reverse we will use max. And expected taxi route is Charlie Foxtrot to apron north. That looks like this, and then landing flap configuration, flaps full. This is the last sector, so the secure procedure yes, and we start APU in taxi. So it should be all. Any questions?
No questions.
So the approach briefing is completed. So then we're coming to an FMS one more time for the data. And we should take the latest weather information from our link. So we'll put 150 at 5. Temperature will be 27 degrees. Power will be 2566. QNH will be 1017. In case we're using the flaps full, our approach speed will be 145 and landing speed 140, and it's pretty high because of the high elevated terrain. Okay, so as we're observing, our top of descent is approaching. So I will switch on the camera and let's try to survive this landing. This is what we need to check more time. It's the systems. So 5,000 kilograms of fuel here. We are approaching our top of descent. 73 nautical miles we start our descent. So anyway, we can take the information to the passengers shortly. In less than 10 minutes we will be landing there in a month, so maybe I can give some passengers announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking from the flight deck. We have very good weather for landing. In Amman, 27 degrees Celsius, light wind from the south. Weather very good for landing, and we wish you a very pleasant stay. Thank you for choosing the ETIHADv virtual. We'll be shortly be in our top of descent, so in around 10 minutes we will start our descent. Thank you for the attention. Okay, so this looks like this. According to procedure, we can even go back to listen that. In Amman, 27 degrees Celsius, Yeah, it's not here clearly here, but anyway. Alright, so that's the one of the thing. So maybe we can ask the flight attendant to bring some drink before landing.
Hi, how can I help you?
One water, please.
Okay, I'll bring the drinks up in a minute.
Thank you. So the one water on the way, so let's open the unlock the doors for the cockpit so she can walk in.
Hi guys, here are the drinks.
Thanks.
You are welcome.
Okay, so we just received the drink. We can close the door now.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hello, just to let you know, we're going to be starting our descent shortly.
Thanks for the update.
Okay, so shortly we will start descent. Let's take the secure, what should be secure in the aircraft. I think it's good enough to take back the all curtains and other things. So I'm just taking, adjusting my seats. So let's take the outside view more.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain. Well, we are coming towards the end of our flight today, so we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination. Once we've landed, it will take us just a couple of minutes to taxi to the gate. During that time, we'll ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until I have turned the seatbelt sign off. But it's been lovely having you on board with us. I do hope you've had an enjoyable flight and wish you a very pleasant onward journey. Thank you.
So in that case, We are leaving our flight level 340. Let's check the first initial constraint. I think it was the flight level 150, but I'm not so sure, so let's check it out here. Okay, so above flight level 150. Okay, 150. So let's put the trigger on 150. Second interesting thing, as you see, the aircraft is not following straight the line. Down the line, it's a little bit turning on the left side because of we have a quite strong wind from the right. So this is the correction for wind, and it looks like the aircraft is not aligned with this green flight path, but this wind is coming from exactly the left side with a speed of 63 knots. So it's quite important here to making the correction on wind. So flight management system is correcting the aircraft position into the wind a little bit to help us for landing. Okay, let's press our button shortly. I will check for Lantam or maybe for some the traffic around, but for the time being I can't see any more traffic than me here, so let's check for Lantam one time. Okay, nothing's here, only our aircraft ETIHAD 515. Okay, let's do our job now and start our descent shortly. So we should decelerate a little bit for descent. The accurate descent procedure is wait until this top of descent arrow will be around 5 miles from start our point of descent. So this is position of an aircraft in 5 miles. At the start to cross 5 miles, we start to push the alt knob for the computer will decelerate a little bit, and next we will start our descent. So it's coming to the dash line 5 nautical miles before. Repressing the alt knob. Descent mode is activated. Throttle idle, engines are slowing down, we are decelerating, and next we can press the seatbelts to on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly be landing. Please ensure your cabin bag is safely stowed with your laptop inside. Your tray table must be stowed, armrest down, and window blind open. You now need to be seated with your seatbelt fastened, ready for landing. Please help us by handing in any rubbish, newspapers, or magazines that you do not want to take with you.
We will check the latest weather or and destination. Not this one, sorry, yeah, this, not ALIA. Alright, let's wait for inbox information. Yeah, we have inbox 150 at 5 and the no significant changes. So everything is set and checked. Oh, a little bit bumpy here. So light chops here, we will report it to the active sky. So the light chops. So sometimes even moderate. Light to moderate turbulences. It's okay. So let's take the Oscar Juliet. Let's inform the 80s Oscar Juliet of India traffic 8321. One 50. Okay, then we've got information to the old traffic. I'm on traffic. The ETIHAD 515 inbound connects the next LOC1 Charlie for ILS runway 26 left. That has been sent. So we did crossing the flight level 200 for flight level 150. We can even change the our plan for flight level 9,800 feet. So let's put 9,800 here. Press. And according to Volanta, we just left the airspace of Saudi Arabia, and next we are now over the Jordania, so Jordanian airspace right now. So next constraints we have at 9,800 feet, and I put it here at 4,600 for the further descent, as it was shown before on the map. So we are perfectly on the flight path, LOC1 Charlie, next to Aspal 6,000 feet, and next we will be on the ILS. Landing lights on. Runway turn off lights on. And approach checklist, please.
Briefing.
Confirmed.
ECAM status.
Check. Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Checked. Barrow ref.
1017 set, cross-checked.
1017 set. Minimum. Checked.
To 566 feet set.
2566 feet set. Engine mode selector. Checked. Checked.
Normal.
Approach checklist complete.
Complete. As you see, we are above 9,500 feet, and still we've got the we should take the speed brakes, and it's really high elevated airport because it's very near to the terrain here, and we've got the 9,000 feet here. So it's, as you see, it's one of the high elevated airports, so it's a performance issue also. Okay, so let's take the manual descending mode. Flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1. Checked. Checked.
So we'll take the heading and we'll make some 130, 360 to the right, according to the before procedure of holding. We are too high on the approach.
Cabin crew seats for landing, please.
Radio altimeter alive. Passing final approach fix. 4600 feet.
Activate approach phase. Activate approach phase.
Approach phase activated.
Collapse
Checked.
1. Collapse 1. Collapse 2.
Speed checked. Checked. Flaps 2. Checked.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Collapse 3.
Speed checked. Checked. Flaps 3.
Thank you.
See you in the drawing. Bye.
Lock.
Checked.
Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full. Checked. Cabin crew, be seated for landing. Checked.
And the autopilot off. Combat traffic ETIHAD 515 on final 8 miles to go, runway 26 left. Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Off.
Bank. Lock. ECAM memo.
Landing no blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Continue.
Checked. Glide.
Check.
Sync rate. Checked.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Land.
Sync rate.
Checked.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Glide.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard 10, 5.
Reverse screen.
Spoilers. Reverse green. Decel. $70 knots.
Drops off. Landing lights off. Taxi lights on. Flap 0.
حضرة الضيوف الكرام، أهلا بكم في شرطة محادئ إلى الساعة 7:25 دقيقة. لأجل سلامتكم نرجو منكم بقاء جلوس في مقاعدكم أو مقاعد. المقاعد مردودة بالإحتمال أن تتوقف الطائرة توقفا كليا ويتم إلقاء إشارة الركاب في المقاعد. يرجى أخذ الحذاء والحذر عند فتح الخزائن العلوية والتأكد من أخذ جميع أغراضكم الشخصية معكم قبل مغادرتكم الطائرة. نود تذكيركم بأن التدخين ممنوع بشكل كلي في مبنى المطار. لا يرجى عدم التدخين إلا في المناطق المخصصة للتدخين داخل مبنى المطار. يمكنكم الآن تشغيل هواتفكم المتحركة إذا كانت في متناول أيديكم. يتمكن ضيوف درجة رجال الأعمال من إجراء تنقيط جوازات سفرية عبر منصة الإنجاز السريع للهجرة والجوازات عن طريق إبراز بطاقة الإجراء السريع المختصة بهم. يسر اتحاد الطيران دعوة الضيوف معنا على متن درجة رجال الأعمال تجربة ضيافتنا ومجموعة رفيعة المنتهى من الخدمات والمرافق بما فيها خدمة الاستحمام والحلاقة للقادمين في المطار الواقعة بعض مرافق الجمارك. على ضيوف القادمين الذين قاموا بالحجز لخدمة سيارة مع سائق أو خدمة حافلة الاتحاد الفاخرة اتباع اللوحات الإرشادية بعد مرافق الجمارك. نرحب بضيوفنا على متن درجة رجال الأعمال لتابعين سفرهم مع رحلات أخرى في طائراتنا الفاخرة. نرجو أن تكونوا قد استمتعتم برحلتكم معنا ويسرنا أننا قمنا بخدمتكم اليوم ويسعدنا الترحيب بكم مجددا على متن اتحاد الطيران. بالنيابة عن قائد الطائرة وأفراد الطاقم أشكر لكم اختياركم السفر مع الاتحاد الطيران الناقل الوطني لدولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة الذي تنطلق رحلاته إلى العالم. لحجز رحلتك القادمة وإتمام إجراءات السفر وتحميل بطاقة الصعود إلى الطائرة على حافظة هاتفك وغيره الكثير من الخدمات حمل تطبيقنا الجديد سهل الاستخدام الخاص بهواتف آيفون من متجر أب ستور أو زر اتحاد.com. شكرا لكم. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has stopped completely and the seatbelt sign is switched off. Please take care when opening the overhead storages and ensure that you have all your personal belongings with you as you leave the aircraft. Kindly remember that smoking is not permitted until you are within the designated smoking area of the airport. You may switch on your mobile phone now and see the reach in the smoking area. Business class guests may use the passenger facility and
Taxi lights off.
your MasterCard.
Run internal flights off.
Provide our business class guests enjoy our hospitality range of services, including showers and gym facilities and arrivals lounge located after customs. Guests who booked ATIHADv chauffeur service or ATIHADv Express luxury coach service are requested to follow the signage after clearing the customs. Business class guests connecting to another ATIHADv Airways flight are invited to use our premium lounges. It has been our pleasure taking care of you today on behalf of Captain Atlas and the rest of our team. Thank you for choosing to fly with ATIHADv Airways, the national airline of United Arab Emirates, serving the world from our capital city, Abu Dhabi. To book your next flight, check in, download your mobile boarding pass, your wallet, and much more. Download our easy-to-use app from App Store or visit etihad.com. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much for your hard work today. Your doors are clear to open.
So it looks like I have to change the boarding bridge here at the airport, because this one are really not really impressive, but scenery itself is okay, so why not just to change the boarding bridge like here. So this will be quite nice to have that kind of boarding bridge and then this default one. Parking checklist. Set and check.
Ladies and gentlemen, your portable electronic devices must not be used until you are inside the airport. When disembarking, please take care and hold on to the handrails while walking down the stairs. Please ensure that you supervise your children, and for your own safety, do not walk underneath the wing.
Thank you. You did a great job. Thank you for a wonderful flight.
Parking checklist, please.
APU bleed.
Off.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Exterior lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
Set and check.
Parking checklist complete.
Completed. So looks like we landed almost safety in the Amman, Jordania, and I'm disconnecting. Wish you all happy landings and all the best to you. So I hope to see you and hear you soon.